Contents. Preface, Prologue, List of Contributors, Key to Transliteration. Chapter 1, Introduction. Chapter 2, Fundamentals of MARMACIKITSA. Chapter 3, Description of MARM points. Chapter 4, Methods of Stimulation of Varmam points. Chapter 5, Various Techniques. Chapter 6, Abhyanga Mardana Vidhi, Massage Techniques used in MARMACIKITSA. Chapter 7, Bandhana Vidhi, Bandaging Techniques used in MARMACIKITSA. Chapter 8, Management of Various Diseases. Chapter 9, MARMACIKITSA and Sports Medicine. Chapter 10, MARMACIKITSA in Orthopedics. Chapter 11, Details of Single Compound Preparations used in MARMACIKITSA. Introduction. Chapter 8, Introduction. MARMACIKITSA is based on a deep understanding of the design and working of the human body, which utilizes various points or areas of the body for preventive and therapeutic health benefits using the various manipulative techniques to complex procedures. MARM, by definition, are the various seats or specific locations of life force in the body. This knowledge was as ancient as the Vedic literature and all the major compendiums of Ayurveda. The various ancient literature of ancient India such as the Mahabharata have numerous references of MARM. The knowledge of MARM was kept highly secretive owing to its ability to do harm to any individual if wrongly practiced or used for willful infliction of injury to opponents. Thus this science was strictly transferred from a master, usually called Gurukul or An in South India, to a well-tested disciple after a rigorous course of study for long duration under him in a phased manner in order to prevent this science from going into wrong hands. This secretive nature is one of the reasons attributed to the gradual diminution of this branch of knowledge from the general healing practices. But the positive side of the story is that even now, there are selected few individuals who are well versed of this ancient art and keeping the tradition alive and also propagating the science in this world. Even today, many of the commonly practiced social customs and traditions in India such as wearing of the bindi, piercing of ears, tapping a crying child on back, wearing of toe rings on second finger of foot after marriage, and also many Ayurveda practices such as talam, dhr, rubbing of hands and feet during nasya and numerous other practices are based on the principles of MARMACIKITSA. There has been renewed enthusiasm in the society at large to explore, learn and adopt the various age-old traditions, and it is in this light that even this branch of knowledge is seeing renewed vigor and is gaining prominence as an effective standalone as well as adjuvant therapy to various ailments. The aim of this chapter is to bring to light the current status of ancient healing method in the current era and bring to light the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and challenges in this regard so as to suggest effective strategies to bring out the potential of this science to its maximum extent. Historical perspective. MARMACIKITSA was primarily a derivative of the Dhanurveda, an Upaveda of Yajurveda, and which dealt with the art of warfare. Since injuries were common in training of martial arts and also in warfare, this branch developed parallel with medical sciences such as Ayurveda. This branch is related to the surgical branch of Ayurveda named Salyatantra. Mythology speaks a lot about protection of vital body parts even in day-to-day life. Even the traditional dressing and patterns of wearing of ornaments depict the knowledge of MARM. One among the mythological is characters. Sage Parasurma considered the main founder and expert of this branch, especially in the Kerala school of martial arts, Kalari, whereas the Siddha tradition of Varmam is considered to originate from Lord Shiva through the sage Agastya, and his disciples. This is the most prominent and widely practiced stream of MARMACIKITSA at present, with numerous practitioners especially in the southern part of Tamil Nadu and Kerala. The Kalari system is practiced throughout the state of Kerala and MARMACIKITSA, basic tenets in Ayurveda and therapeutic approaches. South Karnataka. MARMACIKITSA is thus one among the numerous contributions that the ancient Indians have made to the world, and this science has a unique place in healing owing to its universal applicability, quick results, non-pharmacological nature and safety, even though marm can be used to inflict injury also. Even though the art of marm was well known all over India, this science greatly evolved and developed and even attained the status of an independent system of medicine in the southern peninsular part of India, especially in Tamil Nadu, Kerala up to southern Karnataka. The numerous schools of marm having their own methods of application and philosophies show the depth of knowledge present in this field. The numerous wars and need of attack, defense and therapy for injuries occurring in martial arts lead to this science getting great prominence among the practitioners of martial arts, especially the martial art of Kalari. MARMACIKITSA also got greatly associated with the Siddha system of medicine prominent in Tamil Nadu, and the various Siddhar used the knowledge of marm to attain higher levels of existence. The concept of marm was present all over the world since prehistoric times, which is depicted from the cave drawings of prehistoric men showing sites on where to attack to kill various animals. The words marm and varma are extensively found even in Vedic literature, and the concept of marm as a therapeutic system was present during the period of MAHBHRATA. The word varma is mentioned 5 times in the GVDA and is mostly used in the meaning of a protective covering, whereas the word marm is used mostly as a vital point or a body part which when injured leads to death. Schools of marm varma. At present there are 3 main schools of marm: the classical Ayurveda tradition of marm, which are described in the various classical textbooks of Ayurveda and was widely practiced by the surgical school of Ayurveda. But this knowledge diminished over time, and only a few practitioners of this science remain. This branch has close association with other contemporary Indian sastras such as Yogastra. The remnants of this knowledge are still found in terms of historical documents stating various practices such as surgeries undertaken during British era, painless tooth extraction techniques, methods of anesthesia, references in Puranas and epics, such as Mahabharata. For example, instance of Duryodhan being killed by Bhimsena by hitting his Urvi marm, etc. Apart from these 3 main branches, there are numerous parampara or traditions of marm varma having their own classifications and methods of application of various marm points to achieve specific results. Marm-based massage deals with traumatic and repeated stress injuries of marm, acute or chronic musculoskeletal conditions predominantly involving circulatory or neurological complications. The second one is that of the Tamil classics on Varmastra, Varmam being the Tamil term for marm. This tradition is believed to have been originated from Lord Shiva, the first Siddhar, and propagated in the world through sage Agasthyar and his disciples such as Tirumula. According to this system, there are a total of 108 marm points, which are mainly divided into 2 groups, Paduvarammam and Touvarmmam, which are respectively 12 and 96 in number. A huge corpus of literature of this science is still available, mostly in the form of manuscripts, and this is even now widely practiced in the states of Tamil Nadu and southern Kerala. It is closely associated with the Siddha system of medicine and has a prominent place in the culture of the state of Tamil Nadu. The third tradition of marm, which is prominent in the state of Kerala, is the system of marm related to the practice of the ancient martial art of Kalari, which is called as Kulyan Marma or Kulbhis Marma. This system is believed to have been originated from Parsurma, the incarnation of Lord Vishnu, and is supposed to be a part of Dhanurveda. Even though these systems are separately mentioned, there is much exchange of knowledge between these systems over a period of time, leading to mixing of terminologies and practices to such an extent that it is difficult to exactly differentiate that this practice belongs to this system. This is especially true for the latter two systems, i.e. Tamil tradition and Kalari tradition. Varmam and Varmology. Marm or Varmam are both used synonymously for representing vital points in the body. Whereas the term marm is used in Malayalam as marmam, Tamil as marmam,